Hello and welcome back to another video on my 40k channel. I wanted to show off probably the model that I'm most proud of, which is this Invictor Warsuit. I spent a very long time on this model. Hopefully you can tell that I spent a long time on it. It's kind of similar, it's obviously in the GRIMDARK World War I style like the rest of my army. And yeah, I just thought I would show it off a bit. So as you can see, I spent the majority of the time on the base, to be honest. I did try out a few things that I'll mention, but most of the time I spent on the base. So yeah, I built this brick wall, literally how you would build a brick wall. These are all individual bricks. And I glued it together with PVA glue. These are some sandbags. And then obviously it's extremely muddy. Got some barbed wire and a guardsman. Yeah, and look, there's even a trench with some water in it. I don't know how well you can see that, but yeah, there is a trench with some water in it. So yeah, I'll explain a bit how I did the base. The mud is this AK Interactive Muddy Grounds, but to be honest, I don't really like the colour that this dries as. So I built it up, and obviously for the trench walls I had to put a bit down, wait for it to dry, and then put a bit more down, wait for that to dry and build it up. But yeah, I don't really like the colour that this mud dries as. So I've also then, once it was all completely dry, gone over it with the AK Interactive Dark Brown Wash. And then that's kind of a much nicer colour, I think. Yeah, it's kind of a lot more similar to the Games Workshop mods as well, which is good because I used them on some of the other bases and I wanted it to be consistent. Other things I did on the little metal bits here, I did use some true metals, some wax true metals, and it does look pretty good. I don't know if I can get you a better, maybe from behind is better. Yeah, these bits and these bits are AK Interactive true wax metals, and they do look pretty good, but I definitely don't recommend using them for this kind of thing. One, they'll ruin your brushes, they'll ruin your paints. If you get any of the metallic bits anywhere, it's just horrible. Yeah, definitely don't recommend those paints. The rest of it is just kind of the normal painting style. Base coat Mephiston red with the spray can, and then this is actually only 2 coats of Mephiston red because I forgot to do the third one, which is a bit annoying. But it's kind of turned out alright, I guess, because it kind of looks faded, like it's been on the battlefield for a long time, is my excuse anyway. And then the next step I would do would be to, you see it's got like these scuff marks. That's just me dry brushing on some lead belcher on the edges to make it look like the armour's all scuffed up. And then yeah, just base colours, and then cover it in dark brown wash from AK Interactive and clean most of that off. I've also got some rusty bits on like the legs and stuff. Flamer. You can probably see some of the rust here. Yeah, and then obviously splash it with mud in certain spots, like here. And there is mud all over it really, as there should be. Yeah, it's a really cool model. It's definitely, well, it was a lot of effort. It took me a very long time to paint this, but definitely worth it in the end. But definitely took a very long time. But I definitely recommend this model. I just love it. It's really, really cool. It's got lots of posability. Everything moves. Although one of these is glued in place. This one, I think, by accident. But yeah, I just wanted to show you this because it's my favourite model. I wanted to explain a little bit how I did it. Obviously, and these are, I can't remember what brand they are, but they're really good. They like mould in place. They're not like plastic, which means you can paint over them and stuff properly. So those are really good. Oh, and the water is let me get it. The water is this water texture from Vallejo. So that's also really good for still water. At least it's really good. I'll try and show you that again. In the trench, you can see it's like shiny. Maybe if I move it, because my hand blocks the light. Yeah, well, it's shiny. Yeah, I definitely want to get more dreadnoughts to paint them in this style, although I think probably the next dreadnought I get will be in my custom chapter. So yeah, let me know what you think of this, and if you'd be interested in more painting details, although I'm still don't think I can actually film a painting video with my current setup, which is really frustrating. If you have any ideas to help me do a painting video, then I'd be interested in the comments. And if you have any questions about the model, just ask me in the comments. So yeah, let me know if you like this, and subscribe for more.